Alright guys, so this video is about wig heads. Other words, mannequin heads or block heads or canvas heads. There's 3 types of wig heads that you should have. There's actually 4. The other one has a lot to do with display, but these have a lot to do with making, styling, and storing your wigs. So going through each one of them for the making of wigs, this is called a canvas block head. Other words, it's a canvas mannequin or a wig head or whatever you want to call it. They're easy to find. All you have to do is just type in wig making head or mannequin head, and it'll usually be a canvas feel to it. Something very important you need to know about wig heads or block wig heads. If you are a person that does custom wig making for individuals and you want to make sure that you have the correct size for their head across the board, meaning small, medium, large, or in other words 20-inch, 22-inch, or 24-inch. These are circumference measurements. That's how the wig heads are actually made. They're made based off the circumference of your client's head. This one happens to be a 20-inch. I also have a 22-inch, which is your average size, and I also will be buying a 24-inch. So if you are a custom wig maker and you make wigs for multiple individuals, different head sizes, and you just want to make sure that you have the cap, the correct size for that individual, you want to have wig heads specifically for those sizes, size 20, 22, and 24. The truth is you can get away with making wigs for a smaller head and a larger head using your average size 22. This is a 20, but I also have a 22 for average size heads, and what they can use if they have a smaller head from using the average size. They can use the elastic band or the elastic straps that you put into the wigs in order to make it a little bit smaller. And those who have larger heads, the 22-inch circumference, based on the cap that you use, it stretches as far out to 24, if not 25-inch circumference. So keep that in mind. The truth is the fit is more so from the crown to the back of the head, so that's something to think about, but the truth is you can get away with just a 22-inch head circumference canvas head, hands down. But if you're a custom wig maker and you customize for kids, for men with no hair, for women with a lot of hair, you will need all 3 of those sizes, just so you're sure. For styling, not that you can't style and color and do all that cool stuff on these canvas block heads, but just know you could possibly ruin them. So see, for example, like drawing lines and things for prepping, that happens. But you will need a styling mannequin head. Now, usually these are mannequin heads that you would find at a cosmetology school. They'll usually already have hair already injected into them. But this one, you can find them that do not, and you see at the bottom it allows you to sit them on any stand or table stand that you want to use. But this is great so that you can see the face and you can cut bangs, fringe bangs, you can cut side parts, identify where side parts are going to be, how long the bang is going to be. If it's a short wig or a pixie cut wig, you can follow the actual lines of the ear. These are also very easy to find. Everything that I'm mentioning here you can find on Amazon.com. They're very cheap, or you can go to AliExpress and find them as well. And they're much more cheaper at AliExpress. So you will need this for styling wigs, and then for storing wigs. Not that you can't use these to store wigs, but foam heads are what we originally used years ago to start making our own wigs. Back then when people were starting to put in videos and tutorials on how to make wigs, we were using this. I was also one who used this, and I also put tape around it in order to make it a little bit larger, a 22-inch head circumference, so that would fit most of my clientele when I was making wigs for them. But just to place wigs on and store them until you sell them or use them, foam heads are very cheap. They're barely about $2 US dollars, but you can also find these on Amazon as well. these are the 3 heads or mannequin heads that you will need if you are a custom wig maker. You need a canvas wig head, you need a styling wig head with no hair, and something to store your wigs on as you're making them until you sell them or use them yourself.